Right, we should be recording now. I've got my little mic on, so hopefully that might help. Right, welcome back everybody. I know it's been ages, but well, we've been so busy doing different stuff. Anyway, today I thought I'd try and make an attempt to start on the star of the show, this little chap. Just hold your ears, we're not going to blow him off. Now, if you saw in my last update, you will see that, or you would have heard that I've got to do some welding here. Now, I've been messing about with aluminium welding, but to be honest with you, I don't think I've got the right equipment. You need AC, not DC inverter. You can do it with DC, I believe, but I don't know enough to say for sure, but I've seen it being done on the tube, and it leaves a little bit of slag on top of the bead and all that sort of thing. I don't know enough. I need to learn. I am interested in it, and I will learn at a later date. But today, I just want to go through what I'm going to do for this one. I'm not going to get this welded. I'm going to try something which may be completely off the wall. I don't really know whether it's going to work. It says it's very good. I've seen some tests done on this stuff. I'm not here to advertise it. They didn't send it to me. Nobody sent anything to me. No one sent anything to me anyway. I think it may do the job. There's not a lot of tensile pressure in this hole when the thread is there, because it only holds the chain cover on and such forth. So what I'm going to do is see if we can put a product, and I've used this years and years ago, and it is pretty good, but now it's even better apparently, called JB Weld Putty. The idea being is that if we can build that up, push it in there, build it up, then we can do something with it. I may put a nut on the back. I really don't know yet. I'll have to see how it goes. Don't know where I can get a nut on the back actually, but we'll see how it goes. Today I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 the camshaft caps off. I'm going to take the cylinder head off. And the reason I'm doing that, which may look completely mad because it looks as if it's been rebuilt, which it is, I'm going to make sure I get a better seal on this barrel. If I remember rightly, I don't think, and this is my fault if I screwed up, and you will see, all will be revealed. I don't think I honed these, and I should have done. So that's the objective. I'm not going to split the crankcases. I may show some of the gearbox and all that in there. We'll see how we go on that. But the idea being is just to get the block off, weld that over the next coming videos. Each one will obviously entail the particular parts of the video that I want you to see, and I hope you enjoy. But today we're just going to undo this, and we'll see how we go. So we need to get a socket and a wrench. So it's 10mm. I always go diagonally on these and I do it very, very carefully. I'm just breaking them at the moment, just breaking the... They're probably not going to click off. You know, sometimes when you get a steel nut into aluminium, it goes click and breaks the lock. Well, this one's not going to do it because it's never run. Just making sure that's okay, the cam chain tensioner. So now I believe I can get a wrench on that and we can get them off a little bit quicker. Use my T-bar. Better still, we'll use that one. Now the springs are going to push this up. The springs, what I really mean is the springs in the valves, because some of the lobes are going to be, as you can see, that one, I don't know if you can see from there, that one is got a lot of pressure on it and the lobe is pointing directly into the bucket, as is that one there. That one is a little bit, but we'll see how we go. And come right up now. It's going to be a bit strange opening this up because there's going to be no coke or any, well, I hope there's going to be no mess on the piston crowns because it has never run. Well, not since it's been rebuilt anyway. This is long overdue, this project, and I apologise to all you guys that do follow. Patience. Number 3's loose. Number 4's catching up. Yep, number 4's loose. Number 2's loose. It's left the shells behind, which is unusual. And finally, number 1 is loose. Let's undo all the bolts completely, and we'll take these out and put them in order. So number 1, oh, with his little dowel. Let's just do that number 1 first. Number 1. Number 2. It's a shim there. Number 3. And number 4. Oh. Make sure we get them little chaps. Got a dowel stuck there. I'm going to be careful with this because I don't want to be damaging that dowel. That dowel doesn't want to come out. Really grip it tight because you don't want to skeg the side of this if you can possibly help it. Just get a bit of penetrating oil. There he goes. Already put him backwards, I think. Number 4. Now we need to take the cam chain guide off. Just a little bit at a time. What I'm going to do before I go any further with that, so it doesn't cause any problems with threads, I'm going to slacken off the cam chain tensioner. There we go. Got to be careful with this. If you undo that first and you take this out and that's loose, it will let this go into the cam chain tunnel. Well, there's a good chance it will, put it that way. We'll put that, keep that in one piece, put that over here. Gasket on there, don't forget the gasket. Careful you don't lose the lower rubbers down the cam chain tunnel. Right. Exhaust cam out. Inlet cam out. That doesn't really matter for the time being. I don't like it dropping down into the cam chain cover because it can get caught up in the sprocket, which is not a major issue at this moment because it's all kind of hard. When you take the head off, you don't want it snagging on anything. So as you can see, all these nuts slowly coming off, and it's important to keep these nice and clean and tidy, but what's more important is really to keep those copper washers. See the copper washers there? And we can anneal those and use them again. Oh, my other half's just brought me a cup of tea. Thank you, Mary. Careful when you do the four insides, because they can slip down there very easily. And so can the copper washers when you bring it up. Of course, all this will be torqued down when it's done. Let's see what we got. Got to be careful here because you can easily snap a fin off. So I'm going to get my rubber hide mallet. Rubber mallet. Rubber hide mallet. Which one? One. Now there's not going to be much of a seal there because, it's, as I said earlier, it's not been run. There it is. He's loose. So now I've got to be careful here. I do not want that to drop down. The trick is to bring the head up, rest it on the studs, then deal with the cam chain. It's not going to do any damage there. And there we go. Head and gaskets. And considering that was built 3 years ago, not bad at all really. Cam chain tensioner. That's the rear. Put that over the back. Be careful with the little blocks. That's the front one. So what I'm going to do now is see if I can turn that crank down, or turn it round till all cylinders, all pistons are in the middle, or they're all on the same plane. Let's see how we go. That's about right. Now we'll take the block off. That's broken. So is that side. So it's probably only the dowels that's holding it on there. So let's see where we go. There we go. I'm going to Now normally if you were doing this, I'd put rag, at this point I'd put rag around the mouths of the com rods, because you may get a broken piston ring fall in, and you really don't want that. Two N1s are out, 1 and 4, and 2 and 3's out as well. Make some room. Let's just have a check on those bores. Going to move the camera so you can see what's what a little bit here, chaps. In fact, we're going to change pods. No, we won't. We'll stay on this one. All that's in really good order. Still oiled up from when I built it, which is good. But we'll get another base gasket, and we'll have to do a new gasket set for the head as well. Let's turn that right. I don't know if I can move you like this or not, actually. It's going to get a bit jumpy. We can see there. It's funny because when I rebuilt this engine, I was a bit worried about where I broke a ring when I put it back together. But as you can see, all the rings, they're all intact, which is good. In fact, you can still see the scribe numbers on there. Number 3, number 2, number 1, and obviously number 4. So it's not too bad, actually. Let's go over to the block. Now this is not as good as what I'd hoped, but if you look down there, you might not be able to pick it up. I definitely did not hone those. Slap on the wrists for Gary. You see the mess in there? They're oiled up, but I really should have honed them, and that's naughty. But we'll hone them anyway before it all goes back together. Right, let's see if we can put you on another pod. Oh dear. Trust it to be a different fitment. I'll hold it for a while. Anyway, head. There's not a lot to do with this. This has all been done 2 or 3 years ago. Buckets, shims. I mean, I think I did the test on this for the clearance, but I will check it, obviously. We can even see, if you look carefully, you can even see number 1 and number 2 on the shells. Number 3's worn off a bit. Number 4's still there. Can't see number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't see anything on them. But all pretty good stuff. Even the buckets feel good because I put a load of oil into this head. I let this flood with oil because I knew that I wouldn't be doing the engine transplant for quite some time. But it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Right. I'm going to stop the video there, guys. I'm just going to switch cameras so you can see it is me and not an imposter. Yeah, there we go. Right, so that's where we are at the moment. I'd expect it to look reasonable because, as I said, it's never run. But because of this problem with the welding, I'm not maybe mind up yet. I might use the JB weld. I'm going to test the JB weld. That's better. I'm going to test the JB weld and see how it fares. If it looks okay, I might run with it. If I've got any doubts, then I'll have to split the casings and get that hole welded up. I think I put some pictures in the last video actually of what needed to be done. Do go back and have a look. So that's where we are at the moment. I'm going to sign out now. It's 40 minutes this video according to the clock on this phone, so I'll be back with a bit more when I hone the balls. Bye for now, see you later.